What's up, Jay-Topians? How you doing, my loves? So, I don't even know where to start. Um, it's been a minute. My video posting has been very inconsistent, and I'm gonna tell you why. So recently, honestly, since like my birthday, which is in July 25th, I've been dealing with basically the passing of my grandmother. And I don't know if you guys have been following my channel for a minute, but if you watch, you probably got to go like back. I've talked about my grandmother on my channel a couple of times. She was battling dementia, and it was a situation, and I can make another video, and I'll go. Okay, so I've been working on a video diary about that. It's been rough. I have not been okay emotionally. Okay. I've been okay as far as the broad spectrum of it, but like deep down, I'm not okay. So I've been just dealing with that. And like I said, I'm kind of working on a video diary, so I'm thinking about maybe posting clips from, the videos leading up to that, or I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. And I might just honestly just talk to y'all, like tell the story in a just separate video. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. I don't know. But I figured this would be a nice little segue into what was going on during that time. So I want to tell like a pre-story, but it's a good one. So y'all, if you've seen the caption, I came out to my mother, and it sucked the way it had to be, but I don't think I would want it any other way. I'm a strong advocate, and y'all know I'm a strong advocate for everything happens for a reason, and everything is supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen. So, so long story short, and like I said, I'll go more into detail. So I would probably make a separate, like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna do that video, and I'll go more into detail some way, somehow. But so my grandma went under surgery this specific day. I think it was like July 27th or 6th or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember exactly the day she went under surgery. But my mother was there, and I went up to the hospital to see my grandma, and my mother was there. And so she was like, I spent the night here all night, and my back hurting, my head hurting. So, y'all don't know, I keep a little satchel now, right? So in my satchel, there's none now, but I usually keep edibles, and so basically, and I should do a what's in my bag type situation, but I always keep, for chronic migraine people, these bitches, oh wait, hold on. Let me focus it in. Hold on. Let me try to, oh fuck. Anyway, hold on. Okay. Excedrin migraines, these bitches, if you get migraines, you understand. These bitches can help you out. I just want to let that be known. So I always keep Excedrin migraine in my little satchel or whatever. And I usually keep edibles. But since it's been hot, I usually don't do it because I don't want them to melt. But I kept some edibles at that time. And I was like, Mom, I got Excedrin in my bag, but I also have edibles. So she was like, yeah, give me an edible. Now, I don't know my mother to indulge in the marijuana, okay? So I don't really know her to indulge. So I was like, okay. So I ignored that and I handed her the Excedrins, right? So then she was like, no, for real, give me one of the edibles. So I was like, okay. So I gave her one and she was like, no, give me two. I said, what do you mean two? I was like, Mama, you gotta, I was like, with edibles, you can't just pop two back to back. You don't know what it's gonna do. Like, edibles take a minute to kick in, blase, blase, blah. Like, it was a whole situation. She was like, I took 2 gummy worms before and they were edibles and I was good. Give me two. So I was like, whatever. So I give her 2. So I give her the second one. She pops them both, started drinking some water. I'm like, child, she about to be high as a fucking kite. So, you know, time progresses. She's still fine to me. So I'm like, you know, which I knew those edibles take a long time to kick in. So I was like, okay, whatever. Child, she was like, okay, like, because she didn't drive to the hospital that night. Okay, somebody had dropped her off. And my mom was like, all right, Jalen, can you, you know, take me home or whatever, da-da-da. So I was like, all right, bet. So we leave, and I can tell she's slower, but she's not, she handles her high really, really well. So we driving, literally in the passenger seat. We're driving. And I was like, and I was thinking in my head, I'm like, with the decline to my grandma, I'm like, let's just fuck it. Like, I had like this burst of courage. And I was like, the worst thing that can happen is she shunned me and I'd be like, fuck you and everything you stand for. Like, you know what I mean? So I was just driving. I was like, Mama, you knew I was bisexual, right? And so she paused and she was like, no. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you my mother. You had to have known, right? And we had this conversation before. Like, your parents know. So I was like, you knew. She was like, so you like guys. And so I don't know if I told y'all in any of the videos before, but my mother usually does this thing. Growing up, she used to do this thing with me and my brother where she would react how she thinks a mother is supposed to react. Okay? When deep down, herself as a person and as a mother don't really care, but because she feels like, oh, I'm the mother, I'm supposed to react like this because every other mother react like this and most mothers react like this, she tends to do that. So I was like, well, okay, so I had asked her, I was like, well, like, Mama, like, come on, be real with me. Like, you knew. She was like, she paused and she was like, you know what? I always knew, but I was so afraid of like asking you because I felt like you was going to blow up, which that's a fair assumption. But I was telling her, I was like, you know, well, Mama, I always thought you were going to do that thing where you react how you think you're supposed to react. So she was like, what? So I was like, well, like all our lives, I was telling her, like me and my brother, I was like, all of our, like most of our lives, whenever we do something, for example, my piercings or my tattoos, as same as my brother, you know, he get tattoos. He's not a piercing person, but he is a tattoo person. And like my mother will always be like, y'all not supposed to be doing that. Like she would go off and like 2 seconds later, she'll be fine. Like, and we, like me and my brother will always discuss, like, she didn't care. Like, she just wanted to blow up for no fucking reason. So I told her that, and so she stopped and she thought about it, and she was like, okay, well, you know, she was like, I think it kind of put it in perspective for her. And she was just like, you know, I will always love you. You know what I mean? You my baby. And it is what it is. Like, you know, it's like, it is what it is. And I really, truly, excuse me. I really, truly appreciated that because it didn't feel like a weight was lifting off my shoulder because at the end of the day, I'm always me. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily code switch. I don't necessarily like put on this like straight facade for my family. I never did that. I'm not that type of person. I am who I am. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be this way regardless of if you know what I fuck or what I don't fuck. So it's like, I never have to like switch. It was just a matter of, did I outright tell you or not? And like, it felt like, I think for me, it was more so like okay, you know, we don't necessarily have to talk about it all the time, but as long as you're aware that it is a possibility that I could bring home a dude, then, I mean, shit, what is there to do? Like, you know? So I think that with the passing of my grandmother and like the whole downward spiral of that situation, I think that positivity and stronger connections is gonna come from my family. And it sucks the fact that there had to be such a serious death in order for us to get to this point. But I think, and I'll give y'all updates on this as, you know, the channel progresses. But yeah, like I have strong hopes for the dynamic and the trajectory of my family. Because at the end of the day, my grandma was the matriarch of the family. And she kept everybody together. Not just my immediate family, you know, her kids and her grandkids, but everybody in our family she kept together. So I think that since we are the kids of the matriarch, we have to come together and figure out what we're going to do next and what the family dynamic is going to start looking like from this point on. And I'm kind of excited. And I'll probably give an update on that situation as well. But yeah, child, that was me coming out to my mother. And it was chill. It was chill. It was a very chill time. And I think the edibles had really something to do with it, and that's why I told like the edible story. But yeah, so let me know in the comments for like the legit Jay-Topians. Let me know in the comments on how you guys would like to see me do my, or tell you guys. I mean, if you even care, you probably don't even care. About like the story time with, you know, like just, you know, I don't know if I should do like maybe a story time, but if it's a story time, it's going to be a long video. So I don't know. And then I could add, you know, my video diaries that I've been keeping. So I don't know. Just let me know in the comments of what you think. With that being said, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate the feedback that you guys have been giving me through different, you know, social media platforms and things like that. So the people who actually, you know, sit and watch these videos, I really, really do appreciate it. I hope that I entertain you in some capacity. And I hope that I fucking, help you out in some capacity. Like I always say, think of me as like your bisexual cousin, you know, and yeah, let's just press on. I will see you in the next video, cuz.
Look, okay, I'm back out fresh on the scene. Franchise best on the team. Blue faces busting out the scene.